Hello. Um, well, congratulations again on reaching 100,000 plus subscribers for YouTube. Coincidentally, I also received something about my YouTube subscribers this week. I didn't say where I received it from or who I received it from, but uh, yeah. Anyway, start out with the question you asked. I guess about where you draw inspiration from. I guess I felt while you try and draw inspiration from wherever you can, I think you can take bits and pieces out of all sorts of things. As I've said before, I've taken a lot of inspiration out of you. I love your attitude to constantly try new things. And even recently, not just this week's video, but talking about how you're doing more stuff on your own, which kind of goes into a conversation I had with someone at work and a couple of things I've read, talking about how jobs aren't the same as they used to be. More and more people are doing stuff on their own. You know, there's someone who's been in the same place for a while and not real happy. It's kind of got me looking at different things. I don't really want to go into specifics, but that maybe I can do, not necessarily make a career out of, but at least make some extra money. Because where I am now, I just feel like I don't make a lot of money, but with my lack of education and skills, anywhere I go, I'll be making less money. So if I can find something that I enjoy and I can use to supplement my income, that would be nice. Especially now I've been able to at least temporarily have a little more time off, and try and work on that. Uh, I also want to get into your YouTube channel. I don't know if I ever mentioned, you know, how I personally came across it. You know, I was never a big YouTube watcher, but it was watching something else when the SourceFed Table Talk um, suggestion came up, and I gave it a try, and it, and I enjoyed it. It was something that I would listen to at work. More than watching, I was listening to almost like a radio show when I was like stuck late at work. Kind of like a radio talk show, but more this, geeky, nerdy edge to it. Uh, so I like that. I listening for months, and I guess I was looking for something else. Again, a couple of suggestions came up. Uh, Actually, about other members of SourceFed, their videos from their personal channels. Uh, and by this point, you had become my favorite member of SourceFed. You seemed like a really sweet girl. You were funny, and you were into this nerdy stuff. So I said, it had never crossed my mind before that you guys had individual channels. So I checked to see if you had one. And to be perfectly honest, if I knew it was just a vlog series, I probably wouldn't have looked for it or started watching it. Because as much as I liked you, I knew you. Like I said, I knew you were into the geekier stuff, and looking at that, the only thing similar to that around that time you had was like a review of the Windows Phone. But I was there and I decided to put it on and I watched a couple videos and just very quickly I got hooked and I just fell over your whole attitude towards everything, and it's become my favorite thing you do. Uh, that being said, I would I will be looking forward to seeing other stuff on the channel that revolves around whether it's tech or gamings or I guess now cosplay. Considering that's what I was initially thinking maybe I'd find here. Uh, I also want to go into something you mentioned a couple times. I noticed on your game streams you've compared YouTube gaming to Twitch gaming. To me, it's seems basically the same, but I don't have the experience with it as you do. You've always one of the reasons you give a lot is the reason you like Twitch better is the community. I personally believe, and maybe I'm wrong on this, but the reason the Twitch community is better is because of Twitch you're dealing with your own personal channel, similar to as you talked about with YouTube, and you're bringing in your own fans. And I think it comes down from your attitude, uh, why that community is more well behaved. Whereas when you're doing YouTube, as far as I know, you just do it on The Escapist, and you're getting all sorts of different people and fans from different things. Right, every week it's I hear look in the comments you see where's Yahtzee, so it's not people who are necessarily fans of you. Uh, all that being said, this is where I'm going to get a little negative, and I hope this isn't insulting, but I just felt like it's something I had to say, something I've heard you talk about a few times. Like I said, I love 99% of the stuff you do. You have this personality that can get me to watch, a 6 hour game stream of sometimes games that don't interest me. But I don't. The 1% and the one thing I don't want to see is the drunk gaming. And I talked about this once before, and I talked about one of the reasons. I actually have two. First reason was the first time I saw it when you. I don't know if it's the only time you've done it, but I believe this was before you were on Escapist. You were pretty much just doing Twitch streams on Sunday mornings, which I don't get to see because I'm at work. But you did one, well, I guess later in the afternoon at your time. But I got off work and I saw, that you had been on. So I checked to see if you were still on, and I caught the end of it. And I know I'm in the minority here, but I did not find it entertaining at all. That spark and that personality that I've enjoyed so much that has gotten me to watch 6 hours of a live stream just wasn't there. As I said, I watch it because I find you entertaining, and I really hope this isn't insulting, but I didn't find you entertaining in there. So you could, I didn't catch the whole thing. I only caught the end, but you could barely sit up. Now, that's just personal preference. I know I'm in the minority. I'm not gonna like everything you do. But what really bothers me about it is I just hate the idea of making a game out of alcohol abuse. And I know you're not the only person who does this, but first of all, you're the only one I have contact with. But what really bothers me about it is, watching your Naked Truths and, even seeing the questions you get, I see how much people look up to you and how much of an influence you have on people, especially younger people, but even older people like me. And I feel it feels almost irresponsible to put out a video pretty much making light of drug use and the influence you can have over people. It, it's the one thing that really bothers me. You've talked about a few times about doing it in the future. I really hope you don't. Because I know a lot of people do this. Maybe I just told you to the higher standard, and if it's something you want to do on your own, I would hope you would, but it's your own business. When you do it in a public forum, whether it's Twitch or YouTube gaming or something, I just think the influence it could have on other people and the way it could lead them is just it could just be dangerous. I mean, I feel alcohol is a dangerous drug, and we don't look at it this way in this country, and this just kind of like fosters that idea. So I really hope you don't do this. As I said, I love 99% of the stuff you do, and I will continue to watch the other stuff regardless. But maybe this wasn't the place to say it, but I just been on my mind, especially since the other day you mentioned it again. Again, I look forward to seeing more of the stuff you do on your channel in the future. Thanks for listening. I'm sorry if I said anything that was insulting. I don't mean to come off like a jerk. I know sometimes I can, but thanks again for listening, and I look forward to seeing what comes in your channel in the future. All right, bye.